Good morning, OBC, friends, family, and perhaps visitors who are just dipping into our service for the first time online. My name's Merv, and I just want to take just a few minutes of your time just to talk about outreach and some of the things that we're doing in the future. If you're listening to me now, you're aware that we do online services because of COVID and the pandemic. And, it's a real shame that we can't meet as a body of believers. But the really good thing that's come out of it is that all evidence points to the fact that more people are dipping into church with it online than perhaps ever before. People who wouldn't dream of stepping through the doors of a church are now clicking on the internet and listening to church online. And that's really good. And to that end, we've put together a little resource pack for people who maybe want to discover more about the Christian faith. You may well already be aware of it. It includes a UCB Word for Today booklet. Mark's Gospel is also in the pack-up. And finally, a little book by J. John called Making the Connection. Two of the questions on the back of that book are, how can we know God and how can we know what He is like? Well, what perhaps comes to mind when you ask those questions is Alpha. And indeed, we're thinking and considering running an Alpha possibly online in the autumn. So that's something to look out for. But if you're interested in Alpha or even in receiving one of these pack-ups, then please email me at respond@oakenbaptist.org.uk and we'll get back to you just as soon as we can with a pack-up and some more information. One other exciting development is we're in the front of the queue for a new course that is coming out that's been written by John McGinley, one of the vicars at Holy Trinity Leicester, and it's a course called Mission Shaped Living, which can help us to learn how to reach out to our communities. It says this: it is a resource designed to help us develop discipleship and grow in confidence to reach and bless our communities. So that's something exciting to look out for in the autumn. We may do it through life groups or we might do it as a whole church together. We've still to work out the details how we'll run that course. Earlier, Julie spoke about the story of Mary and Martha. And of course, the story ends with Mary sat at the feet of Jesus, making that connection with her Saviour. Let me just read something that Jeff Lucas said in one of his daily readings this week. He asked himself this question: is what I do for Jesus what Jesus wants me to do for Him? Sometimes we can be really busy doing lots of things, but we need to sit back like Mary sometimes and just come to the feet of Jesus. When we connect with God, He'll show us and give us the opportunities to help us reach out to our communities and connect with them. God bless.